Hey YouTube, Jolly Green 1990 here, and I am super excited to read One Piece 1064 and review it for you. I've heard a lot about not only the cover story, but also this chapter. Biggest thing is we know Kuzan and Van Arger officially revealed on the cover page of kidnapping Pudding, which a lot of people suspected. We last two chapters kind of figured it was Kuzan, which sure was Van Arger with him. It has been confirmed. Well, it is Augur, sorry. Augur is with him. So, without further ado, let's get in. 1064 Egghead's Research Stratum. Germa 66 Cold-Blooded Voyage, Volume 22. Kuzan and Augur of the Blackbeard Pirates. Love this. Because we are seeing Kuzan, who's a fan favorite. For me, at least. I like him as well. So, I have the Vice Admiral for the Navy. For him, okay, Kiji. Don't like that manga dude. So I don't think he is working or truly a Blackbeard pirate. I think he's working with them for waiting for some scheme. Blackbeard probably already basically kind of saw in the previous chapters several years ago, figured that out as well, but it's nice to at least see him in action doing something. So I want to see a W for Katakuri. I think it's coming. I just don't know when. I don't think the Big Mom Pirates completely just out of it, even with the in-game stuff coming. I don't think, oh, they're just going to swipe them aside. Kuzan and Augur are the Blackbeard Pirates. Jumping right into, this is what I heard about, the Blackbeard versus Law. Zeh ha ha ha. There's no escape, so don't bother running. Hakugan, take care of the Polar Tang. This is a character I don't think we really talked about or met. Might even be a new one. On it. Sachi Penguin, get in the sea and provide cover. We're on it. Love that. You bile sack and room amputate as he cuts the horse in half. Or the Pegasus. Forgive me. No one had told me his power could do that. Is he using an awakened technique? It's pretty much confirmed Law is awakened. His fruit. And I love that. Quake Crash. So essentially we have hockey, what it looks like in the circle, and then everything kind of coming. Zehaha. And so that essentially was Blackbeard. So this is the power of Quake Man. Shockwaves are too intense. Don't die on me, Stronger. So Doc keeps talking to his horse. You've always been such a good boy. Eat this. He's throwing his poison apples. They're out bombs. Take cover. Blah, 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 blah. Huh? It's a big mistake to underestimate this when we grew up in the harsh, cold winter waters of the North Blue. You ain't got a chance against us in a sea battle. All we gotta do is sink your ship. Jim Bart, sniper at 3 o'clock. I love this because a lot of people talk about how the Lost Crew is trash without him. They're not trash. They do need some work. So it's nice to see them get a few W's. Protect the captain. We see John Bart literally taking shots. So he has got a durability body like crazy. Karum, we saw him when he stabbed Big Mom with this. He's some bodyguard. Shock Willie. The hell is this? Oh, this is good. We see Blackbeard getting stabbed. 2 different points. This is what happens when you charge in half-cocked. Warp. Swoops in to save Blackbeard. Shall we return to the ship, Commodore? Don't be in it. We finish what we start. Zeha. Blackbeard's here. Do all your officers have devil fruits? Zehahaha. Must be a pretty raw deal hauling around so many anchors. I love that Law is able to trash talk Blackbeard. They call them devil fruits for a reason. That weakness is well worth the trade-off. And they're attacking from below. The bastards are trying to seek us. So this is what I heard about, and this I really love. We're seeing literally, feels like the cover story is intertwining with the main story. So we literally just got the reveal that Pudding actually was talking to an Augur and Kuzan. And so now we're actually transitioning to where Pudding is. And that's big to me. It's nice to see the cover story really have such an impact and then immediately jump to the chapter and be like, here's why it's relevant. Here you go. Love seeing that. Who knew they were so strong underwater? We might be taking a pounding now, but they'll be history soon. The Commodore is the strongest around. Mama's going to make you eat those words if she's still alive. So I did hear that Pudding thinks she's dead. Ha 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 ha. You realize we're fighting our killer now, right? New eras only happen when the old are torn down. Big Mom, Pirate, Charlotte, Pudding. We don't have a bounty or anything. We just have her name. I was hoping she might have done a little more. So literally we see Blackbeard versus Law back to it, and Blackbeard is using his blackness and his Quake. Oh my god. Switching to the Admiral HQ. Nice. Black Vortex. Blackbeard and Trophy Law make contact on Winter Island in the New World. So we get the name of the island there on Winter Island. So we're forced to wait again. Being Fleet Admiral is so damn frustrating. Meanwhile, Egghead, the land future. I'm not looking for this because essentially here Bonnie's mad. They're trying to take out Pacifista, so she goes after Luffy. I figured they were going to have some clutch, some character who, I thought it might be Luffy losing just again, but to me this makes sense where essentially it's anytime Bonnie sees a pacifista, she's going to freak out. She's not going to want to take it out. She's going to make a big deal and go after whoever takes the pacifista, which I get, but I don't like it. I'm just saying. I think it sucks. Especially since Luffy's crew has that so many W's on with the fight with Kaido. Wow, the pacifista stopped as soon as we charged. That's good, but did you have to make me this old, Bonnie? And I get how you feel. And it looks like your dad, only if we can't take any of them out, we'll be in trouble. Have a heart, Luffy. Sorry, Bonnie. The pacifists just bring up some bad memories for us. So, Luffy's aged to 70. A glimpse at a possible future. I like that. So it's like if he's alive, I do like his look. Choppers, if he was that old, he'd be dead. I love Jinbei's kid look. Just saying. Love kind of the hair, the kind of get a punk attitude. Love it. I think his look is phenomenal. If it comes out, I do want to buy it. Kuma may no longer be human. That doesn't make it easier for his daughter to come face to face with his doppelganger. Hey, can you take me back? Nothing personal, Bonnie. But what I know about Kuma doesn't paint a pretty image. Kuma the Tyrant. He was the tyrannical king of Sorbet before he was deposed by the people and forced to become a pirate. When he was eventually caught by the Navy, his ties to the revolutionaries came to light and they gave him a life sentence. Vegapunk took him interest due to his practical physical prowess. So we are getting a lot of detail here, which I love about him. So he was offered the opportunity to return again to see as a warlord, on the condition that he became a specimen for body modification clone. Does that cover it? I get why he'd choose to be a warlord dog and help them make their clone soldiers, but why would anyone willingly agree to become a mindless soldier? Anyone can see it's just as bad as a death sentence. That's true enough. I wonder which one of Tyrant Kuma's current crimes earned him his sentence. Daddy was no stinking tyrant, and he hated the government. He'd never submit to them. They must have forced him to accept procedures somehow. A beam saber. That's awesome. We must be in a scrapyard for Vegapunk's junk. So this still works though. So she's transferring them back and she's explaining. So I did not hear spoiled on the explanation. So I do like this. I think that's interesting to hear more about it. You said it, a special race, and it sure as hell doesn't just. Here we go. Sorry, I jumped. Dad always used to say he was part of a very special race. This is big. We don't know which means Bonnie could be. But so what? Him being different doesn't justify him forcing him to be elaborate. And it sure as hell doesn't justify killing him. You said it. This is Luffy. A special race. Chopper's intrigued. I like this. The Thousand Sunny. We're jumping back to Sanji and the crew and Zoro with the robot. We're flying. The robot's running through the air. Naturally, this is Vega Force 1 after all. It's an anti-grav unit, and just the thrusters allows it to easily sustain this population. Anti-grav. So there's a lot of little information here. The island aircon is also needed to ensure suitable climate. One day this will be possible anywhere. There are giant monsters down there. It's like some kind of futuristic city. Precisely. The world of tomorrow is built here. This is Egghead, the island of the future, the research stratum island of the future. The research stratum is right above the clouds, so literally the title for the chapter. And the fabrication stratum is just below us. Our manufacturers and research assistants reside there. Here your captain is down there causing a hullabaloo, as long as he's all right. I like that they reference kind of, they know what's going on with Luffy. That's good to hear. Aren't you two coming, Zoro, Brook? I'll watch the ship. Ditto. That woman can't be trusted. Wow, it's just like the sound clouds from Skyline. This really takes me back. It's my first time. What the heck is this? It's as you submerized. Seeing as we can control the island's atmosphere, we can naturally make use of the problem to congratulate and alter the density of the water rate. Forgive me for butchering the words. This recurring the island and sea clouds you usually find on sky islands, which references to their old experience. This is the entrance to the main lab. Wow, it's so flashy, Frankie. Do make sure to change into some appropriate attire before entering. You can get a costume from the dress and transformation room here. Just make sure they don't get charged. Disappointing we don't get a Brook and Zora costume change. When you try on a pair of drum shoes, don't forget to use the lever. They adjust to fit. I would love that because I got big old feet. Size 16 to be exact. Typically probably 15. They can adjust the fit no matter your foot size. Looks heavy. Wow, this is awesome. These futuristic duds are freaking best. I like Robin's skin tight, but I was hoping for a little more. I like the little antenna thing coming out here. I like that's propped up. Robin, the design said I like the pure black. I like that it goes up to kind of her heels. Nami's I actually do kind of like the white. Usopp, I like the black jacket. Kind of looks like he's gonna fight something. Frankie, can't really see much except he's got a little new twirl on his head. Sanji's very Hawaiian like Jinbei. These just scream aloha, don't they? We're getting into the lab. This I was a little spoiled, but I wasn't sure exactly what it was. Problem with being a genius is you can see your own future coming. What are you talking about, Vegapunk? I think I'll be dead soon. Don't kids though. I just wanted you to know about this dragon. How are these two connected? And then I jump real quick back to crew. Wow, Nami, Robin, you look amazing. What cute cutting edge and fashion. You look really tight in that, Robin. Really? How about me, Frankie? You look freaking anything. You're gonna make me blush. So I thought we wouldn't have a break. We do actually have a break next week, which makes sense to me. And then we'll probably have one chapter and then maybe a break after that because we have Thanksgiving coming up. If not, maybe so we have a break and then 2 weeks possibly chapters and then probably 2 weeks of break or just a break. So there is a lot to divide or dive into in this chapter. I was thoroughly impressed, so I'm going to do a review. The action for beginning as you get into these chapters, it's going to be hard to say whether it's a 10, 9, 8. I like the chapter. I would have liked more. I don't know what, but I would have liked more. So for me, I would give that 8. I like the action. I like that Lost Crew stepped up a little. So review, here we go. I liked that we got some backstory on Kuma. I like that the Navy, we saw a tidbit in the Navy. I know I'm jumping over the place, forgive me. I like that we had Three-Eyed Tribe involved. I like that Lily story. We connected the story. So we have Charlotte, and then I said we like the Navy's jumping around. I like that. I didn't like Chopper's old age, but I liked Jinbei's young kid and Luffy's old age and his possible future if he doesn't die. So to me, that almost says he's going to die or something's going to happen to him. And I like that we kind of got more image about mixed match with Kuma and Jinbei kind of saying stuff because he knew because he was older as well as he was part of the worlds and how I went back and forth and then Bomb me saying this is my dad, he would never do that. And then we have kind of Luffy and Chopper said, kind of learning about the special race. The Kuma was a special race. Maybe that was the race the Big Mom couldn't get a hold of. She talked about. I like that we had the robot from jumping back to Sanji's crew went up this guy. I like that we have Vegapunk talking to Dragon. So there is a lot in this chapter. I didn't do a review for the last 1063. I will definitely do one for the 1064 and probably combine maybe 1063 because I want to discuss the devil fruits of Blackbeard and the others. If you like this video, leave a like, leave a comment. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike and a comment to tell me why. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. Let me know. This is Jolly Green, 1990. Sent out by YouTube.